let's see how to create this kind of dashboard. We have a set of data in the form of the product sold by an e-commerce company, and it has a number of set of data where it is showing as order ID, product type, product category. Then it has data related to individual orders, what was the value for individual orders, what was the invoice value for that particular order, and order date, and prices and everything. And from that, what we have done is we have created a chart like this, and this chart is actually having, there are selection boards also in this chart. So if you can select different values like this, or on the product, if you want to select, you can select the products also, and the charts are varying accordingly. These charts are actually nothing but your pivot charts, which is driven by from a pivot table from that particular data, and these selection are called slicers. So these are slicers, these are pivot charts, and behind these we have pivot tables. Like these are the pivot tables. So let's see how to create these different pivot tables, pivot charts, and slicers. Let's go and find out how to create this. Alright guys, so we have brought the data to the new sheet, and here let's change this as data. We have renamed this sheet as data. Now let's create a new sheet over here. Come to data. So let's do one thing, just go to insert, and here you can see that there is a pivot table given over here. So there is an option called pivot table. Just click on this particular option. As soon as you click on this particular option, it will ask you select a table or range. Complete, it has selected the complete table or complete data, just because we have clicked somewhere inside this particular table. So Excel has automatically determined that which particular table you are talking about, or which particular data you are talking about, which needs to be considered for creating a pivot table. So it has selected the complete data, and it is asking me to create the pivot table in a new worksheet and an existing worksheet. I'll say it's a new worksheet, I want to create it. So as soon as you will create a pivot, say I want to create in a new worksheet, and say okay, this will bring you to a new sheet, and in that sheet it will give you two places. It will give you two things. One is it will give you pivot table fields. In this fields you can see that all the fields which are there in your Excel sheet, all those fields are displaying over here at this place. And all there are another area where you can see that there are four different options: filters, columns, rows, and values. We'll see how to use these four different areas to create a pivot table. And there is another area which is showing as the pivot table over here. So this pivot table is the area where your pivot table will be getting created based on the inputs you will be providing to this particular pivot table. Will be getting created based on the inputs you will be selecting from pivot table fields. Okay, let's the first pivot table let's create based on the state. We want to see that state wise the revenue we are generating. So let's first go to a field which is showing us the state name. So I'll say customer delivery state or customer billing state. Let's take the customer billing state, and as soon as you'll see, select the customer billing state over here, just see the row has got customer billing state, and in the pivot table area there is a row has been created with all the customer all the state names. Okay, so this is one of the way. You can just check over here and it will come into the rows, or you just pick it up from here and drop it into the rows. That also will work fine, and it will be adding one row over here with the state name. Now the another thing which we want to see is the revenue. So let's see what is the field which can give us the revenue. So in this data we have a taxable value. This is final invoice amount minus taxes. There is a field called taxable value which is called final invoice amount minus taxes. So let's drag this particular field into values, because we want that each of these rows, each of these states should be having a cumulative revenue. So let's drag it over here and put into values. Just see the beauty of Excel, or beauty of the pivot table, is that without doing any calculation, you didn't perform any calculation, you didn't put any formula, and it is done a summation for you, and that summation is showing that how much is the revenue being generated from a particular state. Like for Andhra Pradesh, this is the revenue. For Arunachal Pradesh, this is the revenue. In Assam, this is the revenue. So now if next thing is, if suppose you want to change the name of these particular fields, or name this particular field. So let's select it over here and say, I'll say state, and this is in place of this I'll say revenue generated, and press enter and just format it. Okay, fine. So now you can see that we have a pivot table, state versus revenue generated. So in this, if suppose we want to see that how many we want to have a sorted list. Okay, So what we can do is just right click on any of those values, and there is an option coming as sort. So we will be sorting it because we want to see that which one is the which state is giving us the highest revenue. Just click on sort largest to smallest. See, it is Tamil Nadu which is giving us 10,594, Kerala it is giving 9,388. Okay, so this has come in a sorted order, so it is sorting from top to from largest to smallest. Okay, so now fine. So now if suppose we want to see that top 10 or top 5 states, so what we will do is just click on this particular drop down and go to value filter, and in value filter there is an option called top 10. Okay, just click on top 10, and it is saying top 10 items by revenue generated. If you want to only see the 5, what you can do is just write here 5 and say okay. So it will be showing only the 5 states. Top 5 states. Top 5 state, it is giving Tamil Nadu, Kerala, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka, and based on their revenue generated. Okay, so this is the way you can have top 5, top 10, or you can have either or if you want to see the bottom 5, that also you can do. Just select the bottom from this drop down and click OK. Now it is showing the bottom 5. Let's remove this filter. We want the complete list. So from here what you can do is, here you have an option called clear filter. Just remove the filter from here and it will give you the complete list. Okay, now let's see, you are inside the pivot table. There is an option called pivot table analyze, or in older version it is called analyze. Here in the version of Excel in which I am working on, it's saying pivot table analyze. So pivot table analyze and go to pivot chart. In the pivot chart, it is showing you a chart like this. So either you can have chart, if you want chart like this, you can create chart like this, or if you want to create chart bar like this, you can create a bar like this as well. So if you see this chart has been generated, but this chart is very not looking good. So what we can do is just come over here and let's remove all these things, or hide all field buttons on chart. If I'll say hide all fields, it will remove everything, or it will hide everything. And let's remove this as well. Let's remove these lines also. So now this chart is a bit better than the chart which was showing earlier. Now in this chart again the same thing is that this is too clumsy. There are the value is too much because it's showing all the states. So what we can do is, or you want to remove, let's say this numbers also, revenue numbers also. So just select it and delete it. First thing is, what you have to do is, again you put a filter over here and value filter, and I'll say top 10 and I'll say okay. So it is showing only for top 10 states. It's showing only for top 10 states. So now if suppose here you come here and select and say sort, and sort largest to smallest. Okay, and sort largest to smallest, and then what you can do is, I mean it's still there are the formatting is not coming very proper. I mean these bars are coming very thin. So if you want to increase those, just select these bars and come over here. As soon as you select this, there is an option called format data series will open in front of you. Just click on format data series, and there is a option called gap width in that. So gap width, you can increase or decrease the gap width by sliding the bar, or you can increase directly typing into this column as well. So in this column, let me type directly 50%. This bar has been properly now looking like the way it has been displayed into the dashboard, which I've shown in the start of the video. Or further, what you can do is, if you want to increase, if you want to beautify it more, what you can do is just come to fill color and border. Let me see the border. There is nothing coming, so let me just put a border over here, and width is, I'll make it as 1 point. And let's see now. See, it is coming with the border red color, and the bars are in blue color. So this is this, and let's change the headings of this particular. Let's change the heading of this particular table, and this heading is nothing but state versus revenue. So this particular chart is state versus revenue. Okay, let's make it as revenue. Okay, and then let's create another chart out of this, and the another chart let's create is as based on that how many orders we are receiving from a particular state. So what we can do is, let's create a copy of this particular sheet, revenue sheet itself. And what you will do is just press the control key and just drag it, this particular sheet revenue, and drop it here. As soon as you will do that, there is a copy has been created for this particular sheet. and let's name this particular sheet as count. Okay, now what we have is revenue generated. In revenue generated is the giving you the sum of the revenues which has been generated for a particular state, but we don't want the revenue to be summed. We want the count, how many orders has been received from particular state. So what we can do is just come over here and right click and say value field settings. So in place of sum, let's ask for count and say okay. See, it has given you, now it is giving you the count. Okay, and let's do the count, top 10 items. Okay, let's sort those on largest to smallest. So now you can see that this is a list between state versus count. So you can see that the state is Uttar Pradesh, which is giving you 212 orders. Tamil Nadu is giving you 137 orders. And let's change the title of this particular this is state versus order count. Let's create another chart which is state versus percentage of gross revenue. So again the same thing, let's press the control button and drag it and create a copy of this, and I'll say it is percentage. In percentage, again the same thing. What we have to do is here it is showing the count. Now you want to change it to percentage. So what you do is just select this count bar, this count cell, and right click on this and go to value field settings. So in place of going to summarize values by, this time we will go to show values as. And show values as, there is an option called show values as no calculation. I'll say in place of no calculation, I'll say percentage of grand total and say okay. So now you can see the percentage of grand total, but it is giving you the percentage of grand total on the count. But you want the percentage of grand total on the revenue generated. So for that, what you do is again go there, right click, value field settings, and come here, summarize values by, in place of count I'll say sum and say okay. So percentage of revenue. So now in place of Uttar Pradesh, this is coming as Tamil Nadu, and then Kerala, then West Bengal, and then Uttar Pradesh. So this is showing you a chart between state and percentage of revenue generated. So we will change the chart name as well, percentage of revenue generated. So this is another chart which we have generated. Now let's generate one more chart. That chart is let's generate on category, that which particular category is giving you highest revenue. Okay, so for that again drag this particular sheet and create a new sheet, name this as category or product category. And in this the thing is, let's close this format shape and come over here, and as soon as you'll click on this, it will show you pivot table fields. But the thing is, we in place of state, we want the field name as category now, product category. So what we will do is just pick this field from here, or you bring it outside, and you can see this cross sign with red color. It is saying that this will be deleted. So as soon as you do that, it is deleted and it is showing 100% now. So you bring the product category from here and drop it into rows. So just see, now it is showing you the product category list, and in this product category list also we want to see it's from or top 10. See, so it is showing that glue gun is the category which is giving you the highest percentage of revenue, stationery is giving the second, flip flop is third, toys is fourth, and jewelry is fifth. So if you want to your company wants to decide on which particular three top areas, three particular product category we should be working on, and let's discontinue the rest. So this is the way you can this is the data you can have either for 1 month or for 1 year or for last 2-3 years, and on that data you can create the pivot table like this, and then you can generate the table from which you can easily see that which are the top 3 performing categories, and you can see that these are top 3 categories on which our company will be working on, focusing on more and putting the marketing budget more on these 3 categories. Or you want to work on all the 5 categories and you want to see that which are the categories which are not performing well, let's put the marketing budget on those so that we can have more sale into those categories as well. So you can see the lowest 2 categories from here, and you know that toys and jewelry are the lowest 2 categories, so you have to have more focus on these 2 categories. So that kind of analysis you can do with the help of this pivot table. Now let's see revenue. We have the color combination is blue, neb for count. Let's say we want to give the different color combination. So again you select it and click on format and just Come over here, change the fill color. Let's have a different fill color here. Border color also, if you want to change, you can change the border color as well. In place of red, let me take a different color this time. I'm taking green. For percentage, I'm taking, let's say, format data series, and let me take here, I'll take border color as, let's say, blue, and fill color as, let's say, green. Let's take fill color as green. And let's say for product category, let me take a different color this time. Come over here and let's take fill color as let's say this one. No, this one I think we have taken already. Let's take color from here, the pink color. And border color, let's say we want to take this one. Okay, fine. So we have revenue, count, age, percentage, and product category. So now we want to create the dashboard out of this. Let's create a new sheet and make the name as dashboard. So in the dashboard, what we will do is, first thing first is let's make this dashboard color as, fill it with, let's say, with gray color, and because so that our color combination of our chart will be visible more on this background, on a dull background. So let's bring the revenue chart over here. Just copy this particular chart and paste it here. Then copy this count chart and let's paste it here. And then let's take this percentage chart and let's take category chart. So we have brought all the four charts from that particular field, or from the data from the pivot chart, from the pivot table data. We have brought all the four charts from the pivot table sheets to the dashboard sheet. So that slicer is an option which will give you that selection tables as I was showing you in the start of the video. So for that, what you will do is just click on one of the pivot table here, go to pivot table chart analyze, and there you will find an option called insert slicer. Go to pivot table analyze, click on insert slicer. So there are three fields on which we are working on, but we want the slicer to be working on state and product category. So the first, let's select the product category from here, and let's go to the down and select the customer billing state. So there are two slicers you have now. One is for customer billing state, another slicer is called product category. Let's bring these things over here and let's reduce the size a little bit. Okay. And then let's put the product category over here just below that. So now you have the product you have two slicers. One is for product category, one is for state, and we have four charts. So now these slicers, if you want to change the settings of these slicers, that also you can choose from here. The different kind of slicers if you want to give the formatting to this. But let me just keep this default only. But you can choose one of out of these also. In this customer billing slicer, and this is product category slicer. So let me show you. So now I have selected for Andhra Pradesh. But have you seen this? It's showing for Andhra Pradesh, but it is showing only for state versus revenue only. It is only working for the first chart. But you want that slicer should be working for all the charts, not only for the first chart. Even it should work for all the four charts. So what you do is come over here and right click on the slicer and say report connection. And in report connection, you can see that it is showing you the name of different pivot tables. So what you will say is you'll select all the tables from here and say OK. So now it will be showing you the data for, just see, it is showing you the data, or it is changing the data for all the charts. So you can see that it is changing the data for not only for first chart, it is changing the data for all the charts. So this is the way you can create pivot tables, you can create pivot charts, and you can use the slicer out of that. The last option is this particular checkbox. So this particular checkbox is initially, if you see, if I'll say it like this, so it will not be allowing you to select multiple options. It is only allowing you to select one option. So if you want to change this particular option, what you can do is you can just click on right click on this particular slicer, and here you can say multi-select product category. So when you say multi-select product category, when you say multi-select product category, it will start allowing you to select the different product categories. Same way for customer billing also. If you want to select multiple, then what you do is just click over here on the slicer, right click on this and say multi-select. And as soon as you say multi-select, it will start allowing you to select the multiple options in states, multiple options in product category.